So we've been talking about things that we can do to reduce our stress overall. We're going back to our cognitive triad. Now we're going to talk about a different way that we can act, the research shows, can help us reduce our stress. And this one is a little bit surprising because the research shows that if we want to reduce our stress, we need to become a little bit more other-oriented. You need to focus on someone who's not ourselves. A little bit shocking, but study after study shows that one of the biggest ways we can give ourselves some self-care is by doing other care. Research shows that individuals who donate more money to charity wind up being happier than controlled for income than those that don't. Individuals who donate their time, individuals who spend a lot of time thinking about other people wind up being happier overall. They also wind up perceiving that they have a little bit more free time. So even if you're spending your time voluntarily helping others, that actually makes you feel like you have more free time rather than less. This is kind of an odd psychological ingredient that when we're doing nice stuff for other people, it winds up helping us. And there's also lots of evidence that this is true for stress as well. When we're focused on doing nice stuff for other people, we wind up reducing things like our stress hormones, inflammation, and so on. One study on this comes from Elizabeth Dunn and her colleagues. This was actually done with college students. They were given money across different weeks and allowed to either spend that money on themselves, so do something nice to treat themselves, or to spend that money on other individuals. And what they did was they measured their affect over time. Are you feeling kind of more positive emotions or more negative emotions? But they also measured these college students' stress hormones, cortisol, the sort of typical measure that your fight or flight system is really active. And what they find is that the students who are giving the money to other people wound up having more positive emotions, less negative emotions, makes sense based on what I've said before, but they also had lower levels of cortisol, right? So just this act of kind of volunteering and doing for others is sort of reducing our stress. And I think this is a moment where I sort of think culturally about what's happened to our other-orientedness over time. We've become a lot more selfish, especially our young people, where they're so focused on their own academics and their own success. It's like they're not really thinking about what they're doing for other people in their community, their siblings, society, right? We might want to get our kids back to sort of thinking about those broader concerns. Ironically, it's not going to make them more stressed or make them feel like there's more on their plate. Done correctly, it can actually reduce their stress. But I think this is something that parents need to remember too, that you voluntarily doing something to check on other individuals can actually make you feel less stressed too. And it can also help with a problem that sometimes comes from a too overactive fight or flight system and too much inflammation and so on, which is high blood pressure. I won't do a show of hands about how many of you are worried about this or whatever, but this is a problem that lots of us are facing. But research seems to show that one way to hack our blood pressure is actually through doing nice stuff for other individuals. This is a study by Ashley Willens and her colleagues where she had adults who had blood pressure issues come in and either were asked to spend money on themselves for 3 consecutive weeks or do something for somebody else for 3 consecutive weeks. So make sure you're spending whatever discretionary income you have, try to spend it more on yourself and do some self-care or do stuff for others. And after 3 weeks, they actually showed reductions in their blood pressure. In fact, those reductions, the effect size that they showed in this study, were the same and consistent as taking a hypertensive medication or even prescribing more exercise. So your doctor, instead of making the pharmaceutical companies money, could be like, maybe spend that money you're going to spend on that hypertension medication on other people, and that will make you feel better, right? And again, this is a hack for stress because too much chronic stress leads to inflammation, leads to metabolic changes that get you to high blood pressure. Just focusing on other people can be powerful. And so I think this is a hack that we often forget, especially when we're feeling overwhelmed, to step back and say, let me just not make this about me. What can I do to think about a friend who's in need or a community that might need my help? You'll wind up surprisingly get more of a sense of purpose, maybe more of a sense that you have free time, but the research shows that you also might de-stress a little bit. And it's yet again something I think we can help our kids with. If our kids are feeling really overwhelmed about their athletic performance, say, you know, I'm sure if you're feeling this way, other people are too. Like, what can you do to make this game not about you? This game is about your teammate. You really want them to they want them to get the goal or something else, right? So odd, we don't think our brain doesn't work, our brain doesn't assume that this is really helpful, but the research shows that being other-oriented can be super powerful.